Jesus heals a leper, Mark chapter 1, verses 40 to 45. Leprosy is one of the oldest diseases in recorded history. The Greek word for leper is lepros, and it means a dread skin disease or a scale. It primarily affects the nerves of the extremities, the skin, the lining of the nose, and the upper respiratory tract. Leprosy produces skin ulcers, nerve damage, and muscle weakness. If it isn't treated, it can cause severe disfigurement and significant disability. In Jesus' time, if a man or woman were identified with leprosy, by law, they had to live alone. They were forbidden from worshiping in the synagogue. Anyone who came in contact with them were considered ceremonially unclean. Everywhere that lepers roamed, they had to shout out, "Unclean, unclean." The Talmud required that lepers had to remain a minimum of 6 feet away from anyone else. For a leper, life was painful and lonely. The disease tore families apart. Husbands and wives, daughters, sons, and parents had to remain apart if someone in the family fell victim to the disease. Rabbis would not go anywhere near someone who was a leper. A man with leprosy came to him and begged him on his knees, "If you are willing, you can make me clean." Jesus was indignant. He reached out his hand and touched the man. "I am willing," he said. "Be clean." Immediately, the leprosy left him, and he was cleansed. Jesus sent him away at once with a strong warning. "See that you don't tell this to anyone, but go show yourself to the priest and offer the sacrifices that Moses commanded for your cleansing as a testimony to them." Instead, he went out and began to talk freely, spreading the news. As a result, Jesus could no longer enter a town openly, but stayed outside in lonely places. Yet the people still came to him from everywhere. The man with leprosy knows who Christ is. He has heard of his preaching, healing, and exorcisms. By this time, crowds now follow Jesus, who is on his first Galilean tour. The leper has great faith that Christ is both approachable and has the power to heal him. Mark's description and translation of Jesus being indignant should be interpreted as compassionate. Jesus instructs the man to complete the final purity ritual without delay. Present yourself to the priest and offer the sacrifices that Moses commanded. He did this as a public testimony that he, the Christ, was performing these signs by the authority of the one true God.